Okay, this week we are here with the Patriotic Dirty Den bundle. Now, it comes with the Dirty Den, which is this little prefabricated structure, a little wall-mounted flag, corrugated fence, and a paint job for your railway rifle. It also has its own custom door. It does, however, work with standard doors, as you can see here. Now, the actual design itself is that kind of sandbag style surrounding. It actually looks good. We have had a couple of these now, and they make good for like little small bases or like a generator room and things like that. This one kind of almost looks like a little guard style bunker. You'd almost think of building it. You can see it's actually got these oil drums actually holding up the floor and dirt. I've actually placed this one higher so you can kind of see it a bit better. The actual design, though, it's actually got a flat roof. It's pretty good for actually placing turrets and other things up there. Now, the floor itself is this kind of standard issue dirt that we've seen before. You can actually see the little oil drums sticking out from underneath it where they've actually supported the walls with them. That said, it's reasonably spacious for a very tiny prefab. You could probably put a couple workbenches in there. As you can see, we do have two of them. Now, using this as an example, they're about 1.5 foundations by 1.5 with a good 1.5 by 1 inside. It does come with these parlor doors. I thought it was a little bit of a weird choice, but they do look good. If you can see, it's got like a wooden frame, but it's almost like a corrugated steel style. That's what it kind of looks like. If you look, it's all rusty metal and stuff. That said, they do look good, and a bit of an odd choice for like a bunker look. I would expect more of like a heavy corrugated steel door. But, they're nice looking, and I'm sure I'm going to find a lot of different uses for it. Now, the wall-mounted flag, I like the design. I like the idea of it, but it doesn't move, and that irks me. It's like, it just looks like plastic. It doesn't look like something that has been placed there. It needs to like wave in the breeze like the other ones so that it can kind of get a little bit more of a vibe going. But next up, we have the corrugated steel fence, and these, yes, they do snap together, thank the Lord. Now it comes with 3 pieces. You've got the corrugated steel fence gate, which each of these pieces kind of have their own design and look to them. But as you can see here, it's got a kind of like standard style pole, a shot up kind of worn out piece of corrugated steel, some barbed wire. All in all, actually very nice looking. I mean, I always say, I really like designs and objects that can be used in multiple builds. I mean, Settler, Raider, Brotherhood of Steel Outposts, Enclave, Mole Miner Defense Station, anything you look at. I don't think there's any specific faction that wouldn't use a basic defensive fence, As you can see here, it's got little areas that have been, I don't know if it's rusted or shot through. It almost looks more shot through because of the way these are kind of a rounded hole. But you get the feeling like someone just stole these off of something. I do wish they had like maybe an extra couple of these so that we could create more of a randomized fence. But as you can see here, they do just snap together. They snap together long ways and like that. The poles underneath them are not super long, so you might have a trouble like on slopes and stuff, but on, just the basic concept of them, they actually look and work pretty nicely. Finally, we have the flag railway rifle, and honestly, it looks really good with everything. You can see that it's got that whole I've survived the wasteland vibe going. And at the same time, however, you can see where they've kind of replaced and upgraded it. You know, like these pipes look fresh. You know, it looks like someone has tried to upgrade an older system with new parts, which does, weirdly enough, actually help that whole worn and torn vibe, because when you've ever seen an older object, there's always a few newer parts attached to it that makes it really get that, you know, taken care of and loved kind of vibe. But you can see here it's actually got a little string that's holding it all together kind of deal. But that said, it does actually look good. You can see that it is not a full-on just skin. It's actually a paint job. I've got one right here. You can see even on the back, you got the little string holding it together. The new, fresher piping. Yeah, even the little hatch and everything's been painted and colored. Always do like a good railway rifle. But yeah, that is this bundle, and I hope it helps you decide if you want to snag it or not. And with that, I hope y'all have a fantastic week.